Hey everyone, Skin here with another Space Engineers video. Today I have for you guys two ships that I built, and they were inspired by an event that took place back in my childhood. So, this may look familiar, and it should, because those two ships were based on a submarine. Why? I'll tell you. When I was maybe 9 or 8 years old, my dad took me to see a submarine. He was in the military, he was in the navy. And back in the naval base in my city, my town, there were two submarines left, maybe from the Second World War. I don't know, they were very old submarines, and they were practically scheduled for scrapping. So just before that, he was able to take me and see a real submarine, what it looks like. So I remember this event, and I wanted to build a vessel based on a submarine design. So I came up with two designs. They're practically the same, with the difference that the longer one is heavily armored than this one. This is just more compact version of this. So let's see them, shall we? You can enter the submarines, or at least the small one first, from the top, from here. And these are basic designs, nothing very special here. So let's bring up the HUD. Oops, sorry for this, guys. Okay, we're here, and we go in. The lights should start automatically, and this is the cockpit. Those two ships are very agile. I put a good amount of gyros on them, and I think that it came out pretty good. So let's take a quick tour of the ship, guys. I know it's a bit dark, and I'm sorry, but I built this ship in this color because I think it's best for camera rating. So those are the crew bunks. One thing I remember being inside that submarine, guys, there's not much room for anything. Everything is cramped. So crew bunks. This is the pilot seat. Down here, med bay, few gyros, grav gen and a beacon. More gyros. This is the arm that extends for resupplying for other ships to dock with you. Two reactors, large ones, and a good amount of batteries for emergency power if you run out of uranium. I think they are about 20, 28, 9, I don't know. So everything is hooked together. Here is a small fighter bay. Two fighters can fit here. I haven't built them yet. I'll build them as soon as I can, and I'll show them to you guys. So we can open the fighter base from here. As you can see, they're opening. Nothing special, guys. Simple door. Plenty of room for a small fighter to get out, get in. And there it is. Very small ship. So if we go back in, here are four large cargo containers connected with two refineries and four assemblers, and everything is connected to the four missile launchers on the front of the ship. And this makes this little ship very dangerous, in my opinion, because it's very maneuverable. It's satisfyingly fast, and you can deal pretty much a good amount of damage to anyone who tries to attack you. Of course, you cannot afford to take many hits because, yeah, this ship is just not very good armored. It's have some armor, but it's basically on the outlines of the ship. I'll show you guys. So those are the parts that are best armored and one layer below this. But there's a gap in here, so if you got hit on those panels and they cover pretty much the whole ship, you will get damaged, and knowing how everything is cramped in here, you may lose something very easily, and tubes can get severed and so on. So, camera on the front of each of the ships. I put it because I believe in future updates it will be possible to fly the ships through the camera, so you will have a pretty nice view of what's going on just in front of you. So, 4 Gatlings, 2 on the back and 2 in the front, antenna, few thrusters and 2 spotlights. And this is basically the ship. This one. Not very much thrusters on the side and on the bottom. Pretty much enough on the back. So let's move on to the larger ship, okay? It has 8 Gatling guns. It's very heavily armored compared to this one. It's basically a box, and I built the outer shell around it. And this one, not so much. I'll show you the basic shape of this one, but just after a bit. Okay, if you want to enter this ship, you have to go up here. So, nothing special here. Camera on the front, big spotlight. So, I'm sorry about the lag. I think those new sensor blocks makes it just a bit more laggy. I hope the game gets optimized soon, because my system is pretty weak, but I think it should be able to handle this game. So, you can enter from here, and you end up in the front cargo area. 3 large cargo containers here. Everything is connected. 4 rocket launchers on the front. The doors are not automatic, only the lights. This is the bridge. Very cramped. Many gyros in here. But I think this ship is very agile as well. So yeah, it's not like the small one, but it's okay in my opinion. So let's move on. This is just like a, I don't know, a lobby of sort. Down here, fighter base. 4 fighters. This ship can handle 4 of them. Let's quickly open the doors. Smaller doors here for smaller fighters. I don't know, it's just, it came out that way. So there it is. It's basically the same as the other ship. Let's close quickly those doors. This here is just the downward section of the cargo area. Nothing special here, just a few gyros. So, okay, moving on. I believe that this kind of ship is sort of easily built in survival. Of course, with not that much heavy armor and that much stuff. So this is the extendable arm for resupplying, for docking with other ships. This here is the engineering section where I put the refineries and the assemblers. 4 large reactors in here, and about the same amount of batteries as in the other ship, maybe a few more. Up here you go to the crew quarters, I mean crew bunks. There are no quarters here. Small med bay, few bunks, beacon, grav gen, and this is it pretty much. You came back to the bridge. So those are pretty much the ships, guys. They are submarine based. I used the basic shape as I remember it, because of the submarines that I saw as a child. I just wanted to build something similar, because I honestly believe that if at some point mankind builds a space vessel that is capable of space combat, it should look similar to a submarine because of its shape. And it's round. They could think of some sort of gravity field. It will be easier, maybe kinetic based, I don't know. So, if it came out from here. This is the basic shape that I used for the submarines, or the ships. Actually, they are not submarines because they are in space. This is it. Basic shape. This is for a larger version, but I don't think it will look very nice. So I built the small ones first, just to try them out. But I'm happy with the results, guys. Like I told you, I will build the fighters as soon as I can, and I'll show them to you guys. So, this is pretty much it for this video. I have another ship to show you guys, but it will be in a couple of days. So, this is pretty much it for this video. If you have some comments, something to ask, feel free to do so in the comment section below. If you like this video, you might subscribe if you want. If not, I wish you everything good, and I'll see you soon, guys.